What up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, let me put these headphones right on. All right, all right. Still, you hear me?
Uh, now I can. Yeah, went out a little bit.
All right. What's up? All right.
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Mm.
Okay. All right. I don't know what happened to my. Uh,
Hey, 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 guys. Hey, my beautiful family.
right, right. Hey, Miss Benita. I miss you too.
Hey, hey, love for DeKalb, Illinois. Thank you. We love all of you. Thank you so much.
We love you all.
For, yes, for tuning in with us. What up? What up? What up?
All right. Um, I want to let y'all know we had our newsletter came out. Um, Chicago Fits Red Volume 9 newsletter, and we have a bonus issue that's going to come out that speaks directly when it comes to SNAP. We have shout out to Nicole. Uh, she really breaks down the SNAP, especially in the state of Illinois, but the SNAP benefits well because she was one of the people that give these people SNAP. So she knows exactly all the things that they were doing that was wrong and how it works and how the system works. So shout out to Nicole, but that bonus issue will be out tomorrow.
And we had, wait a minute, we had say Southside. What was
Southside.
that? Look, what was that? Patricia.
No, it says politicians and
Oh,
leadership.
politician leadership. Southside. Yes.
Southside.
That's how you gotta say it like that. Southside.
Southside. Okay. So, I got to calling people like some dude fighting Danny and Braville. Yeah, they haters, man. Uh, real life haters for real. Yeah, you see these beautiful comments that we're getting from the black and brown.
Oh my God.
From black and brown. Woo,
Yeah. That.
girl. It's a lot. Oh
Oh
God,
yeah. The racial slurs that's happening is
yeah,
yes. It's crazy, guys.
yeah, it's
They had.
crazy.
No, it's not the black. It's the brown
It's the
who
brown.
are. Yeah, they're mad at me. And they even put me in a monkey, made me a monkey. Yes, that is right there. I can't see it. Put it down a little bit. Not like up. Now you can see it, put it up. But you
Oh,
got
I gotta put it up here so they can see this one. 'Cause this is my
yeah,
favorite one.
racial slurs. I mean, we're going back to we're monkeys, we're going back to Africa and chains. Um what did they say? Banana and boats
Mm,
or something had me.
mm,
Well, a picture with a black lady with some big old lips and things. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're crazy if you go and give $1 to Mexico. You traveling to Mexico is crazy right now. The way that they are treating American citizens. But I wasn't never real fan of Mexico for the last probably 6, 7 years. I said on my channel, I mean on my page, how they were treating because I had a lot of friends that were going to Mexico a lot during the pandemic and then afterwards. Like I always say, we made Tulum. Nobody wasn't going to no Tulum until we made it. We are the culture, so we always set the trends. But they gave us our butt to kiss, and to the point they started robbing us. Even people that were going, even people who were staying on the resorts, the certain resorts that they
Mm-hmm.
recommend you. They was extorting them. Basically, you can't get off the resort if you don't pay them and all that stuff.
Oh,
Three
really?
three people ended up getting killed. They brought the
Oh, yeah. What?
bodies. They brought the bodies to the border. You understand? Like I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
this is
remember that.
yeah. I'm like,
Yup.
y'all still going here? Y'all still gonna take y'all black self to Mexico? They clearly showing you how much they don't care about y'all. So yeah, so I ain't never really been a fan ever since then. Like I started realizing like I'm like they don't like us, and we continue. I'm not saying all, because it's some amazing Mexican people out here, but the people who represent y'all, especially the ones that are in this the Hispanic KKK and the ones who are in this Congress and stuff, they really showing how much they do not care for us, and that's why they don't mind when they do their census, or when they do their census, they don't mind marking off white instead of Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yes, how that
Yes,
works.
yes. So yes, it's bad, but we don't look at all of our Latina brothers and sister Latinos and
No, no.
Latina brothers and sisters like that. We don't look at, because we know everybody is not, we know everybody is not
Yeah,
doing,
everybody got bad apples,
everybody's
and
not
and
bad.
and people got to understand the cartel is running this running Chicago for sure, but running a lot of these blue cities, and
Yes.
then you're challenged. Then you're dealing with the communism and the Marxism and the socialism, and then you're dealing with some bad Jewish people as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not all Jews, but there are some bad apples in these in in the Jewish community and in the religious community, regardless. It's
Yeah, it's a
still
lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad. It's bad. We're dealing with spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
So
And
uh
that's why you have to treat, that each individual. You can't generalize everybody. So you got to treat each one by who they are as an individual. So that's what it is. You can't lump everybody into the same basket or things like that. We don't do that. So we understand what's going on.
exactly. Well, y'all, as y'all know, it's budget season. It's
Wait a minute,
budget.
somebody said they found us through Jake, and you two helped open Jake's eyes more. He's still in all over. Read that. Who
Oh,
is
Jake.
Jake?
I think Jake is the guy that was at Broadview with the locks.
Oh,
And he
really?
was yeah. A lot of people came over from him. Shout out to Jake, man.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
what? They said Jake.
Jake,
Let's see.
I never got Jake's information, but Jake, you need to send me a DM or text message or email. I mean, you need to send me an email or find me on social media and DM me your number, because yeah, we never exchanged information.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so shout out to Jake. There was
Mm-hmm.
another guy who was over there too. Shout out to him too. He asked me some good questions, and I liked
They
Jake.
said Jake News. Jake News on YouTube. Okay,
Okay,
we'll
Jake
go,
News.
Jake.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah.
Let me write that down. So when I get off, I will find him. Jake News. All right, young Jake. Jake News. All right, I will. Okay, well, before we start the political zoo recap.
Oh my God, guys! When we think about everything that that's happened this week, it's crazy. Down to the trial that I talk. Yeah,
We talk about the trial here.
we talked about
Yes.
the trial, right? We came on here down to
Yeah.
that, to these budgets.
Oh, he live right now. Shout out Jake. They say he
Uh,
live.
yeah. Shout out Jake. Down to the budgets, to the budget that Prisker they just passed with him. It's crazy, guys.
Yeah, that was the one. Well, he didn't sign it into law yet.
Where the
Well,
Congress,
it's yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they
So
passed it. So you know that he's going to sign it in because that's what that's what he wants.
right, it was
Yeah,
a $1.5 billion transit bailout. So the Illinois lawmakers passed a $1.5 billion bailout to keep CTA, Metra, and Pace running.
in
But
Chicago.
yeah, but the only thing is the money mostly comes from everyday drivers and shoppers.
Right,
Um,
right.
us.
To bail
Uh,
out Chicago, who we know Chicago has, oh my, terrible. What have they did with
the
their
red
money?
line extension was already over $1 billion.
See,
Let's talk about the red line extension. Where that money at? Because they
what
can't. They haven't even. It
exactly?
hasn't even. The extension hasn't even extended.
They haven't even extended that. You may. Where is the money, guys? Where is the money going? How are you going to send Chicago anything? But they all they crooks. How are you going to send Chicago more money for CTA, Metro, and things like that? First of all, people scared on the train and the buses. People can't. They keep saying they're not safe. Then
At all.
at all. That's one of the biggest things. Then and so when you talk about that, like you said, the red line extension, what do you come where's
Yeah.
that money going? Because you haven't did anything.
Yeah.
What is
But that's the city though. So that's why this is the state of Illinois that passed the bailout for you dealing with CTA, Metra, and Pace. The CTA red line extension is the city of Chicago and the Department of Transportation.
right?
But that was alone over $1 billion. Where is that money at? That's just for the city of Chicago. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Red line. That's just for the red line. We're not talking about any other thing, anything else. And they've been talking about this for how long? Anyway, the
Yeah.
tolls are going up 45 cents for cars and
Hmm.
30% for trucks. Gas tax dollars for the roads are being redirected to transit. So the gas tax dollars that are supposed to be for the roads, they're going to be redirected to transit.
Hmm.
0.25% sales tax hits collar counties. Now you won't have any tax on Netflix or streaming services, but it doesn't matter because we got taxes. We have they're taxing us in the city, so it doesn't
In the
really
city.
matter. No tax on unrealized gains for billionaires. I
Yeah, of
mean,
course. Of course, no tax. Because
no, yeah,
Pritzker,
yeah,
they
no
all
$5, yeah.
no tax is Pritzker. You have to
But they
tax
always
them.
talking about the Republican billionaires.
Yeah. See, but we talk about the ones in Illinois. Why
Yeah,
won't y'all do that? Because Pritzker is the billionaire. His friends, the Democrat Party, are the millionaires and billionaires. These are your people. That's
and my thing is, I don't knock nobody because I'm a billionaire, and I already know I'm a billionaire. I
right,
see it.
right,
See it. I don't knock that. The issue is how do you lie and act like that the only people that are rich and billionaires and have corporations and all this are uh, uh, Trump buddies and Trump
right,
and the Republican Party. Like they just bypass
right. All of that.
Pritzker and the Hyatt, and
Yeah.
everybody in his family
Jo-
is a
George
billionaire.
Soros and all
George
they people.
Soros is
Yeah.
paying for these disruption all over the city.
Mark, what's his name? Mark Cuban.
Yeah,
All that. Those are all billionaires. They
yeah,
friends.
they
All
all
of them.
friends.
These are all the millionaires that became millionaires off our tax dollars because they didn't
Right.
have a business. Like Brandon Johnson, and you got Jasmine Crockett, Nancy Pelosi, all these people who became rich, millionaires, could be billionaires off our tax dollars. Just being in office. How does that happen?
How does it happen?
So these are your people that they keep talking about. Exactly. So like only Republicans have millionaires and billionaires on their side. Come on.
Yeah. So none of this is progress, and it's not going to be progress. And the only reason why the no tax on unrealized gains, and it wasn't for just billionaires. It's for anybody. Say you would have bought you and Chuck would have bought a house,
Mhm.
and they still would have taxed you. Like say it been like 50,000. Say your house say it been like $50,000. They would have taxed you on something that you didn't even know if it was 50,000. You wouldn't even know if you was gonna be able to
So,
if it was worth
yes,
$50,000. They were still
yes,
gonna tax you on it.
they still gonna take.
So of course that wasn't gonna pass.
Yeah, yeah. So unrealized. So I don't even realize what it's worth. They can just say, "Hey, like you said, it's worth this," but we don't even know it. But just because we think it's going to be worth that, we're going to tax you on what we think it's going to be worth.
Yeah.
That's
And
it. That's crazy.
yeah, but I mean, yeah. Like I said, yeah, if your house goes up by 50,000 this year, you'd be taxed if you earn that money, even though you haven't sold it or seen a dime. You'll
Yes.
still be taxed on it. And they want somebody, and they think that anybody that makes a certain amount of money to to um to maintain their lifestyle, you will um they want you to pay for it. But you've got the socialists and the communists and the Marxist politicians, and they're all indoctrinated by the devil. They want to tell you how to live, how to eat,
Hmm.
what doctors to go to, everything. They want to be your parent. They want everybody, but they want to be your parent, but they want to be like the abusive parent, right? And they want to make sure that you will never get up to where they are.
Right.
But we're going to use this. The billionaires are keeping you in poverty. No, 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 no. You are keeping us in poverty because anybody that is an entrepreneur or has some or is trying to do something that's less government, you
Right.
have it. You pushing them, forcing them to have to depend on the government because
Right.
you need them to depend on the government, so you guys can keep stealing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is sick. All right, so we went so this month, I mean, this past week was in 2026 budget recommendation. So it was Wednesday and Thursday of this week. The first one on the 29th was Inspector General, Department of Procurement and Environment.
Mm.
Um, Deborah Witzburg, she's done in 2026. I think she leaves in March. The inspector general, because she knows that he's gonna fire her.
Mm.
He's gonna fire her, so she rather just leave. Which I understand, because who wants to get fired by a
Right.
reject?
Right. A 6% approval
Yeah, 6%. Like
mayor.
you,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So yeah, I kindly would resign as well. However, the recommendations that she did a lot of recommendations that and every time I've learned that if an inspector in general gives a recommendation for someone to be fired, they end up either getting fired or leaving.
Hmm. Hmm.
So her last recommendation of getting rid of somebody was Jason Lee, and Jason Lee is Brandon Johnson's advisor, who's also a drug addict.
Yeah. So that's his yeah, right. So that's his advisor. She
Yeah,
tells him, Inspector General tells him, look, he needs to be fired. He needs to
and,
be out of there.
she gives the reason why I'm about
Mhm.
to give. I'm trying to get his picture up. But
And okay, and of course, Brendan Johnson, how dare you? This is my friend who I put in place for a reason I trust him to keep the corruption going. How dare you tell me to fire my friend who I know is going to help keep the corruption going? We'll fire you before he leaves. This is how these people think.
right,
Yeah,
it's real bad. I know I got
yeah. We'll fire you before we
somewhere.
get rid of them. People who we put in place strategically to keep the
Right,
corruption going and stealing going.
right. I know I got them in here somewhere. I got all these people in here at least once. Oh, here you go.
They said Jason Lee is someone male friend.
He because I'm trying to tell you, we're dealing with.
Look at them. Look at them. They look. That picture don't look right. That picture just
Mm,
looks suspect to me. That
right.
don't look right. Like for real, for real. And I think they like they lovers. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
I'm just saying about the picture, guys. Look.
so they say Mayor Brandon Johnson's senior advisor, Jason Lee, failed to cooperate with a probe into whether he threatened to withhold city resources unless a member of the Chicago City Council supported an initiative backed by the mayor. And that initiative was Bring Chicago Home. And the city council member is Bill Conway. Johnson refused to fire Jason Lee, one of his closest aides, at the recommendation of Inspector General Deborah Witzburg, with a mayor's spokesperson telling in WTTW News that Lee engaged in no wrongdoing. Um, she didn't. Witzburg did not identify the employee, but the employee is Alderman Bill Conway. And it was he wanted to convince Conway, the 34th Ward, to vote for two proposals at the heart of at Johnson's first month in office: a successful effort to phase out the tipped minimum wage, which was the fair wage, and a push rejected by Chicago voters to hike taxes on the sale of properties worth more than $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So and of course, he's not going to say no, but he's not going to say no because Jason Lee is part of the machine because his mama was part of the machine.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand his mom, he's from, I don't know if he's from Texas, but his mom was a Sheila Jackson Lee. She was a congressperson out there. Uh, she passed away. Now, mind you, his mom knew that she had like stage 4 cancer, and she was going to try to run for mayor of
Mm-hmm.
Houston. I think
Yeah.
that's how That's just how crazy they
Yeah. She said, yup.
But
Mm-hmm.
but she ended up um, keeping her job, and then she passed away, and now her daughter, her daughter even is even wearing her hair like hers.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, she died July 19th, 2024. She was, of course, a lawyer. I tell you, they're passing out these law degrees
These law degrees.
like hamburgers.
They said, how in the hell did he get a Chicago position?
Yeah, we all want to know this. They all plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
So from 1995, she was U.S. representative for Texas 18th congressional district from 1995 until she died in 2024. And then I told you she tried to run for the mayor of Houston. She's originally from New York City, but she died there. She's Democrat. They have two children, Jason and Erica Lee. And Erica Lee now is well, I think she okay. So she only ran from. I mean, she served from 2024 to 2025, and they got her up out of there. So, so she must have lost. Yeah, she lost the last race. She initially, um, yeah, she lost the last. So she was in there, but she lost.
Mm.
Lee Carter announced her intention to run for county judge.
Oh, they said Sheila Jackson Lee was an AKA, and Preckwinkle too is an AKA.
Oh, I don't know if she said. I mean, I don't know if Preckwinkle. I even know Preckwinkle. I thought Preckwinkle was part of the LGBTQ.
That's what they said. That's what somebody said over here.
Yeah, she's part of the LG. That's the only letter that I know that she doesn't acknowledge. The
She doesn't acknowledge.
LGBTQ. Okay.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
yeah. So anyway, she told me to get rid of this man. And honestly, when it first started, when he first got in, he was taking orders from him and and um Tony Preckwinkle, but those two were clashing because Tony Preckwinkle was running it like she was the mayor and wasn't listening to little Jason Lee here with that head. He got that little head is something different.
small head. That's small head.
And it's a lot of small heads. But anyway, so yeah, so that's that. So yeah, so anyway, she basically left, but she left and basically just talked about, how corrupt this system is, how corrupt this system has been for years, and you do my favorite quote from her from that day. So that was a
They
good
say
one.
Preckwinkle is an AKA, and the third ward alderman Pat Dow is a Delta. Somebody said that in a comment.
Man, man, that's just they all crazy. That's
You see now, you see what I'm saying. So when we keep talking about the black boule and all that, and these
yeah,
positions,
but my thing is like, I mean, I just don't like how they just are embarrassing their founders. You understand? Like, because there are some good AKAs, there are some good Deltas, there are some good Sigmas, there are some good Zetas, there are some good Kappas, Alphas, Qs. It's the fact. It's just that they're one in three.
yeah,
But one of the things that Irvin says all the time, which is irritating to me, he gonna say, we might have to trip over $100 bills to pick up nickels, and so he said it like three times. He says that all the time. So she finally says, that's a good expression. We might trip over $100 bills to pick up nickels. Then she goes, long before this city operated at a fiscal deficit of $1 billion, it operated at a tremendous deficit of legitimacy with its residents. For generations, this city has given the people no reason to trust government and every reason to assume the worst.
who was that? Preckwinkle said that. Oh,
No, Inspector General Witzburg.
okay.
She
Then you
said
said
that
that was a
on,
quote for her.
yeah, that's what she said Wednesday
Oh,
before it
she
ended.
said it Wednesday. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. She said it Wednesday before it ended,
okay.
because, and then she also talked about, because one of the questions were, why are you leaving? And she was like, well, she's leaving because she said she felt like it should be term limits. She definitely said that. But I also know she was leaving because they was going to fire her. And she wasn't. She wasn't. He was not. And nah, he was going to, no, because,
So she gonna leave on a good right. She gonna on
yeah,
her own terms.
exactly.
Hmm.
So, and I hope that she went to the feds.
That's what. Yeah,
Yeah, like, so
that's
that's what I'm
yeah.
hoping. Like, just don't leave, and don't
You
don't go tell all the corruption that's going on here,
right.
because I've written to Inspector Witzburg the first day they violated my rights down there in 2023. I got hurt if I anytime I check an email or I have to write an email, if I put the letter D, her whole name come up. That's how,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've been writing her. So yeah, and I got a video and I'm supposed to post. When I told her, I was like, they keep violating my First Amendment when they put us up there on the third floor. She looking like, yeah, I know. You understand? So I hope you want to do the right thing because
Go to
I
the
know,
feds.
yeah, go to the feds.
Right.
I
You
know you
reported
be
this. You know what's going on. You know,
right.
go to the next level. Go to the feds and tell everything. You might as
Man,
well.
you might as well. The hell.
Yeah.
So, then we have procurement services.
Mm.
Now, procurement service. That's what I really want to talk about because they out here laying people off.
Brandon
Uh,
Johnson, what he ran on, did he say he wasn't gonna lay nobody off?
he wasn't taking nobody's job.
He wasn't
So,
taking nobody's job.
so what
Right.
they did was he said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the recommendation of taking their job and
Wow.
see if they catch on to it.
Wow.
And Mr. Harris came on down there. This is Charlotte Roberts. She is the procurement. She's the commissioner of procurement services. Shout out to I love Ms. Roberts. So I don't know if she corrupt yet, but you understand I love her and her dad. Um, Herman Roberts. If anybody knows Chicago, everybody know who Herman Roberts was. Herman Roberts was the first black man to have a nightclub here and a hotel. I mean, yeah, and a motel, Herman Roberts Motel. So that was the spot. That's what you could. That's a sneaky link spot. That used to be a sneaky link spot back in the day. Um, but so Mr. Harris went down there, and Mr. Harris said that his name. Hold on.
Now, Mr. Harris is one of the workers who work in the procurement department.
Right.
Right.
He's been there, and he's been there for a minute.
Yeah, please
Okay,
like
yeah,
and
yeah.
share, guys. Please
He
like and
said
share. Thank you,
this.
Shad.
Thank you. So it says, my name is Jeff Harris. I reside in the 8th Ward. I'm employed by the city of Chicago and work for the Department of Procurement Services. Our positions are in jeopardy and are being eliminated for so-called fiscal reasons under the current administration. They are proposing to eliminate our 5 field analyst positions while at the same time creating positions that are more directly beneficial to the CPO, Commissioner Procurement Officer, Chief Procurement Officer. We have received no notification of these adjustments other than realizing through the proposed budget that our positions are being eliminated. We have a spotless record as field analysts in this department, and we have set a precedent for every department that possesses our particular needs. It's clear that the positions are being targeted, not because of money, but like my mom said, they represent the true checks and balances, and that accountability makes this current administration under Brandon Johnson uncomfortable. So
So
the
he
part,
came down there. So he was down there in the meeting. He did public speaking.
yeah, he did public speaking, and to this day, I don't know if they hurried up and gave his job back
Mm-hmm.
because I was on it like, oh,
And he said 5
oh.
more workers, right? That were
Yeah, well,
okay.
yeah, including him.
Okay.
So they make the procurement services alone for salary and wages on payroll $8,968.
So that's including the salaries in the payroll.
Well, actually, it was $9,095 in 2025. Now, it's going to go up I know it's gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go up about 800 and about 700 and like and some dollars and some change. So it's gonna go up. But they and then I'm looking at for the positions and salaries. So the CPO she makes in 2025 she made 206,000. Now
Hmm.
she's going up to 212,000.
And
Then
wait a
the
minute, this is the who?
that's her
I mean, who? The who? Oh,
CPO
her. Oh, her.
Chief Procurement Officer.
Oh, so this is her. So she made. Oh my God.
Huh?
Okay. She make what? Isn't that more than what the aldermen make?
Yeah, she make that's how much she make. Yeah, she
Yeah,
make.
that's what I'm saying.
The first deputy procurement officer makes 188,000. The deputy procurement officer makes 139,000. The assistant procurement officer makes 162,000, 121,000. The principal operations analyst, that's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
They made 80,000, but they not in there this time. And then the the chief analytics analyst, they make 125,000. They're not in here. So those three jobs are missing.
Mm.
And then the senior administrative assistant, they make 60,000. Their job isn't in there this time.
Mm.
But the data servers administrator makes $102,000. And then in finance operations, the deputy procurement officer makes 175,000. How many deputy procurement officers
Right.
do they need? They have in the finance operations, they have a deputy procurement officer. That's 175,000. Let me get my calculator out here. Da 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 da.
So why
Where
are
Miss
we paying?
Jackson at? Where Miss Jackson at? Oh,
Right.
thank you. Love from Detroit.
Thank you
Appreciate
for the super
you.
chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, why is
Yes.
it? Why? What's her name?
Hold on. Let me get these. Let me get this thing. So, Charlotte Roberts.
No, I'm saying the name who gave us the super chat.
Oh, KB Main.
Man,
KB,
thank
thank you,
you.
KB. Um, 5112 plus. Okay, so the finance operations has a deputy procurement officer, 175,000. The administration has a deputy procurement officer for 139,000.
Mhm.
139, 140. Then they have two assistant procurement officer, 162,000.
We need to see who are these people related to, and things.
And in California, it's a little higher. It's about and then
We need to see who these people are related to. Who are
so
these
the
people?
assistant procurement officer one gets 162,000. Then another assistant procurement officer gets 121,000.
Wow.
Just for
And
the
she gets she received a raise and she get 216,000.
no 212.
212,000. I mean,
Yes,
that's
then they have another then information technology and IT. Now, mind you, IT that you already see how. Anyway, they get 175,000.
this is and oh God.
175,512 dollars.
And the field
And
officers.
then in legal, they get another managing deputy procurement officer. So 100. 140. They make $149,448.
So, and the 5 officers, those were the field officers that go out there and check.
We not even finished.
Oh,
Then in design and construction, they have a deputy procurement officer and assistant procurement officer.
shut up. Shut up. Where is Doge? We need a Doge in Chicago and Illinois.
Then the
This is
procurement
terrible.
specification writer, they don't have a job this coming up. And then the procurement research analyst. So the people who got to research and stuff, you would think you would need their job. You would need the procurement research analyst.
And the field ones who go and make sure the job is doing right. You are doing everything. You're following
So you
the
for
job
sure
guidelines.
need that procurement. But in design and construction, they got another deputy procurement officer, $139,140. Then the assistant procurement officer is $121,668. Okay. And then in goods and services, another deputy procurement officer, $167,000. $964. And then the assistant procurement officer gets $146,808. And then they took all the people who do this, the procurement specification writers, and the procurement research analysts. They took them out of goods and services. Don't you think in goods and services you would need a procurement research analyst?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think you would need one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you got professional services. So this is what he was talking about. I mean, these are the ones, the analysts.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking these out. So in professional services, the deputy procurement officer, contract compliance officer, they get $175,512. And then the assistant gets $146,808. But they don't have no research analysts and a specification writer.
So
and then then we got contract review and stuff. I don't think they coming back
because you don't see them, huh? But
unless they're gonna stay. I don't think they might. This might be gone. So contract review and audit. So anything audit, they got rid of audit people. So the deputy procurement officer and assistant procurement officer and the auditor, they don't have no jobs. So anything they want to audit
or check, make sure you're doing it right, make sure
those
checks and
jobs,
balances. Yeah, you gotta go.
Your mayor got you up out of here.
Like the Inspector General. You gotta go. Y'all gotta go. Anybody who try to hold us accountable, do up out of here. That's we're going to be bankrupt. I mean, though, do you think when you add all those up, isn't that like how much money is that when you add all of those salaries up?
I'm not done yet. So we got strategic procurement officer, $157,000. Those research analysts, they could stay. And then you got the managing contracted equity All them field analysts, they got them up out of there too. Oh, he might
Mm.
be talking about this one. Oh yeah, this one he talking about. So all it's not his is not the only one that they got rid of. So this is contracted equity. The 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Still 4
Mm-hmm.
field analysts they got out of there.
Mm.
But the managing deputy procurement officer gets $180,000, 324, plus the deputy procurement officer gets 139,140. Then the assistant procurement officer gets $121,668. Hold on, let me make sure this is it before I do my drum roll. All right. $2,420,000, $316. Just off of all procurement officers and deputies and assistants and deputies. So, this procurement specialist. My thing is honestly, when I look at all of this, I want to know why we need all these. If we have one chief procurement officer,
That's it. One chief, one
one deputy.
deputy. Yup.
Yeah,
One
I
that
don't. Yeah, I don't
one.
understand.
I can see the field officers because you need more
The
than
field
one.
officer.
Yeah.
But why do we need? Like, I don't understand why
Deputy chief to the
and
deputy chief. Deputy chief to the deputy
especially in
chief to the deputy chief.
IT, because IT alone, none of the stuff is up to date in in City Hall. Like,
This is so much waste in the in just Chicago, because if you are trying, this is how dumb. I gotta use this word because this is how. And I can't even say, because maybe they not. Maybe they doing this on purpose because if they friends, they know how to launder the money. But what I'm thinking about is, you would think, if you're really trying to look out for the people and you're in this deficit and you're trying to make up this deficit, you would think that you will have to cut these, like you said, you will look into all the jobs you have, the wasteful spending, and cut that, because that's going to free up a lot of the millions of dollars that you won't have to tax the taxpayers. So when you get rid of all these salaries that we are paying, then you will free up that money to put in those places that we have this deficit in. But you can see that either they don't have a clue, because these are socialists and communists, or they doing this on purpose. So to bankrupt the city, to
no,
to
the issue. I mean, the thing is, this is why Trump has to bring in an independent, the IRS criminal division, but
yes.
the independent and people who do audits for independent, like I'll come in here and do it for free.
Yeah, I'm sure. Right.
Yeah, they can call me up. They call me. I'll come in there and get it all done. Okay, because this is this book is 700 pages. I was not playing.
Mm.
Okay, because I know that this is not this hard.
Right. It's not this hard.
It's
So
not this hard. And we're not gonna make it like this. It's this hard. There's no way in the world that they should have all them procurement officers.
at all.
Especially when they're not when their budget is only $9 million.
Right.
So if you're, but so clearly we're not bringing nothing in.
That's it. That's it. They don't know how to, Zoe. They only know how to tax you. They don't know how to stimulate the economy. They don't know how to do that. You see, they don't care about the businesses. Businesses, property owners are leaving in masses and droves, and they are still doing, everything to make them leave. That's why I say it's purposely. They want it to fall so they can start over and rebuild with the new, like somebody said, smart cities, and with this smart cities and things, the new world order. They wanted
Arnie Duncan will never, ever, ever become the mayor. Let me tell you something. I see that they're all trying to come around, but the only thing they're going to do is hurt themselves more because they're going to be exposed. Arnie Duncan, Rahm Emanuel, Obama, Daley, like that whole. Who else? Who's another guy that was with them that was messing up everything? That messed up the whole city. No. It's supposed to
yeah,
get their karma back. They were
any
absolutely terrible. So him trying to think he's going to run for mayor is crazy.
any
Arnie
all
Duncan messed up the whole. He messed up the whole school system nationwide as the Secretary of Education under Obama.
Yeah, that's Obama crony. So he might.
It starts with Bush. Now Bush Jr. with that No Child Left Behind. If Arnie Duncan really cared and knew about education, he would have went and overturned that as soon as they would have got in, because these kids would have been left behind. That's why they cannot. That's why they keep passing them on, and they may be 17, but their brain is in third grade.
But they can't. Yeah, they got a third grade, fourth grade, education level. Yup.
Yeah. So,
but you know what? Obama coming just like, see, the Democratic Party they're desperate. That's why you see Obama on the campaign trail. You notice he went to Virginia to help that Democrat lady try to win. They're in trouble. Anytime you can tell, anytime they start bringing out Obama and Michelle Obama, that's because the Democrat Party is on life support. So they need they so-called big wigs to come and to come in and campaign for them, because they need that. And they don't understand. People have to start waking up to say, this ain't happening. We don't care who you bring. You can bring, we don't like, we don't care who you bring. This is not, we're not going to play this game anymore, because you all have showed us who you care about, who you represent, and who that party is. And that does not represent America or Americans. We have to start making them understand and being very vocal that this is not going to play out. And if you try to come bring that, they're going to bring that in Chicago, guys. They're going to bring all of the big guns to Chicago. And the reason why is because can you imagine Chicago? They know Chicago has a great chance to flip red. And it's going to. So they're gonna bring all the big wigs to Chicago to try their best to make sure that don't happen. That's something that have not been done since 1931. So do you actually think they're going to lose? They want to lose Chicago, the third largest city in America, to Republicans? No. So they're going to bring all the big guns out. We must make sure we let them know we are who you bring. Seriously, we don't care who you bring. It's over for you all. It's time
to come out. Absolutely not. Arnie Duncan and a piece of boo-boo behind him.
Look, they said you could bring King Kong, right? We don't care. It's over for you all. We want real change. And can't no Democrat, I don't care what Democrat you bring. They are all the same people. You just gonna replace that with another one, different face, same agenda. That's it. It's over. If we keep electing the same people, these are the same people, just different faces. Whatever you like, Lori, you got Lori. We traded in Lori for Brandon. Lori went hard for the illegals. Brandon go hard for the illegals. Lori hated the police. Brandon hated the police. These are the same people, guys, because this is who the Democratic Party is. They party have been taken over by the communist side of that party, and it's over. When you saw Obama, Hakeem Jeffrey, all of them who openly endorse Zohar Madami, that's it. That lets you know it's over with. The mask is off. They can't even pretend no more. This is who the Democrat Party is. And we have to take this serious, especially in Chicago, because they already taken over. Think about it, guys. Their plan is to take over the 3 largest cities in Chicago. I mean, in America. They already taken over California. They already, if Zohan get in, New York is done. Chicago is the last one standing, and they are going to pull out all the big guns, because if they get all these 3 major cities, then that's what they want. We have to fight. Chicago is the one holding the line to show them, don't you ever play with us again. We got to do it.
They got to. It's the only way. Like,
it's the only way.
Like, honestly, that's what I tell people. Like, you can look at the federal level, and you can be upset because you despise Trump, because they tell you to despise Trump. But we talking about Chicago, baby. You know,
right.
Like, we talking about Chicago, Illinois. We're talking about the state of Illinois. We're talking about Cook County. We're talking about the 3rd largest city in the country. If we lose this city, we lose America.
We lose America, because if Zohar Madami gets in New York, he's not even talking like he's not a socialist. That's a communist.
Yeah, he pulled up to the gay bar last night. You pulling up to a gay club at 2:00 in the morning. You know they in there drunk. He in there screaming for him. Oh my God, Zorani!
Yeah.
Zorani!
And then you see him in that little.
What is going on?
You see him in a little parlor where I'm looking like they'll do anything. So this guy, we already see how the Islamic group is trying to grow over here, what they're doing. And we're gonna mess around, put one up in the office. I mean, it's like at some point, guys, if you're an American, you have to say, we can't keep allowing these foreigners to get in office in our government. You won't ever be able to go to their government and get in office like this. It's not going to happen. And we keep allowing it. You got California taken over by illegal aliens. You have, and they are voting. They're outvoting the real residents, the natives. They're outvoting them. So you have California. New York is getting ready to be taken over by if he gets voted in. Chicago, we the last one standing. And if we let them take it over, then they're going to just do what they're going to do. And before you know it, the 3 major cities are going to be, now the other red states and cities are going to be prosperous, but it's going to be over for us. That's it.
But then you got to look at it like this, right? Because you guys don't want to vote. You want to continue to vote blue, right? Because you're looking at identity politics, or they got you thinking that if you're a billionaire on the blue side, you are right, but if you're a billionaire on the red side, you're the devil. Right. You'll run to a red state, right? And then make that red state crime ridden. You pushing for social services, all that because you destroyed. You let somebody like Zohan, let somebody like Brandon Johnson, because you voted for them or didn't vote at all, and you let them get in office, and now they done destroyed that city, and they done and pushing you out
Mm-hmm.
and taking everything away from you, basically making you borderline homeless out here.
Right.
And then you run to a red state and do the
Right.
exact same thing.
And vote and trying to make their red state blue. They
Yep.
not going. That's why I didn't understand that. Now I understand totally. People ain't racist, guys. When you go to these red states, it's not the fact that they're racist. They're not. They just don't want you. They they
Fine.
they they understand.
You messed up your city.
Right.
So now you're gonna come and mess up our city
Right. That's why they keep saying.
because you align red with redneck racism, white trash, coonism if you're black, all types of stuff. I mean, just label you all types of things. Like it's
But you,
weird. But yeah, you're
but
right, Miss Renee. Miami got smart and turned red. People don't talk about that. But
yeah, see, but you
Miami
run
went
to a
red.
red state for all the things that you need and what you want: safety, better schools, low property taxes, low taxes. Everything you do, you run to a red state for, and then you go vote blue in that red state. And then you turn that red state, you trying to turn that red state into the very city you fled, or the state you fled. Don't nobody want to deal with that. They don't want to go, like
Nobody
they
don't
keep
want to deal
saying.
with that.
They keep saying,
You don't want to deal with how they don't care about these kids. And
right.
and if you don't care about the kids, then here comes the violence. The violence is
That's
going to
it.
continue to happen. It's going to continue to get worse. And now you done brought it here.
Yeah, don't nobody want it. That's why they saying when y'all vote for this socialist, communist, Zorhan, do not New York, do not run to none of our red states. They keep saying that. Don't nobody want y'all know. Stay and deal with the consequences of your vote. Stay where you voted
Oh,
at. Deal with those consequences of your actions. If you gonna be that dumb to keep voting the same way after you see everything, it's just like us in Chicago. If we vote another Democrat in, that's even worse than all of them, then deal with it. Deal with it. Y'all going to just deal with your action. Chicago flips red. We're not going to keep putting our lives on the line, keep doing all of this to save y'all. We're not. If you gonna keep doing the same thing, then just deal with the consequences of your actions. Actually, you must like it. You must like it. This is something that you want to deal with. You're going to just deal with the consequences of your vote. And we're gonna, like the Bible tell us, after you done did everything you did your part. Dust your feet off and keep it moving. Go to somewhere that appreciates you. Ain't nobody gonna keep playing this game. We trying to do everything in our power right now. But if people want to keep this going, want to keep this destruction, keep this decay, keep this crime, keep these high taxes, keep all of these illegals saturating your community. If you want to keep that, then you vote for it. And then you just gonna be stuck for education, schooling. You're gonna be stuck with the consequences of your action, and that's it. Ain't nobody, but we don't want you, don't run to no red state. Seriously. I understand how they feel now. I really do. It has nothing to do with prejudice. It has nothing to do with racism. It has something to do, all to do with don't bring that here. Don't bring that garbage here. Yeah, I understand it now. I'm serious.
yeah, no, for real. People need to understand that. At least I
Yup.
was able to get my house somehow. Oh yeah,
Right.
you gonna
Yeah. It's like we want it. We know we are voting red because we know what we want. We know exactly. We look at policies. We know what we need. Don't come over here with that mess at all.
They say Arnie's
And
mom is super commie. I bet.
yeah,
All super commie and super loco and super loony.
yeah,
All
they
right,
all
next.
are. The Democratic Party right now, I keep telling you, the Democratic Party is communist, The communism, that's who they are. It ain't even socialism. I said that today, but one of the my brothers and sisters corrected me. They said, Danny, this is because see, you have socialism is only a little part and it goes right into communism. These people they skip that. We're into, if we let these people Zohar Madami, that's communism. That's it. They skip socialism. They don't care about that. This is who these people are, and they showing you the moderate Democrat or the established Democrat is over with. They done already bent the knee to their radical base of communist, socialist side of the Democratic Party. So it's over for them. It's no more established moderate Democrat. None of that. That's over with. They showed you who they going for.
Definitely shows you.
Yeah.
Okay. They also had Department of Family and Support Services. Now the reason why I want to talk about this is because for the last they have a budget line, youth mentoring programs, and it was $6 million for the last, since he's been in office. Well, 2024 was $7,359. Then it was $6,724, and then they're looking for another $6 million. I just want to know, what are the youth mentoring programs? Where did the money for 2025 and 2024 and 2023 go to? Who are the programs?
Me too. It went to the Illegal Aliens youth programs, or what they need. We saw the New Americans plan. That's where it went to, Zoe. It went to making sure, just like all our money now, or some of the money going to, like we were saying, the Know Your Rights program and things like that. That's where, when they say the youth, it's going to that New American plan youth agenda that Ron Emanuel implemented. That money ain't going to our youth, Americans youth, Chicagoans youth, Illinoisans youth. It ain't going there. So we know.
No, it's not going there.
And we haven't even talked about that community fund, Zoe. They talking about the crime.
Well, yeah,
that money,
it might be in here, but I'll just get into where, because they're asking for $100 million.
Yeah, Zoe, that's horrible.
For 2006, that's recommendation. But I'm just looking at all these the Child Youth Services Corporation. They took that out for the last 3 years, so they haven't been getting no money from that. The criminal justice initiatives, $1 million for what criminal justice initiatives?
Right.
For the last 2024 they had 503,000. Last year they had 1 million. This year they have 1 million. First of all, criminal justice initiatives, $1 million is not even enough money. So who's pocketing that?
Right. And so we don't even have a breakdown of who that went to, a name, right?
Nah.
That's why we need these
but criminal justice initiative, $1 million, that's not going to do anything.
Yeah, that's a church or something. Somebody that with a deacon, they friend or something.
Then they have early childhood education program. For the last, in 2024, they got $12,337. It's going down to $8,000,007. Then last year it was $11 million. Now it's $8 million for early childhood education program. What early childhood education program? I was saying, like, all this stuff, violence reduction program. They were getting $6 million from 2024, 22. This time they took it out, so there's no violence reduction program money this time. Okay, because they stole all that money. They ain't got no more. They stole all that. Then they got the homeless services for youth. It's $1,540,000.
How much?
$1,540,000.
Like you said, that's going into somebody.
Yeah.
Because
Then
it's
the
too
youth
broad.
employment. Now he loves to say that he has given all these jobs to people, these youth, right? I didn't did the most youth jobs. If you've given out, because I'm gonna go with what he say.
Mm-hmm.
I've given the most jobs out to you, to the youth. At least he says
Yep.
2025 was $42 million they were given, and 2024 was 23 million. So they doubled it in 2025 to 42 million. This this time, no dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are proud to say, because this money looked like this was the team takeover money that you're spending for team takeovers.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's for
understand?
you.
But because you ain't getting no money from the federal government, that youth employment all of a sudden for the 2026 recommendation, you don't got no money. It went
Wow.
from 23 million to 42 million. If you're saying that you're very proud to say that you gave the most youth jobs and all this stuff in the history of him being Chicago, in the history of being a mayor, you where is the money? Where's the youth employment money this time?
Right. Because you ain't getting it from the federal government. So now you just saying, oh, well, we ain't got, we just gonna let them be out here or what? What are you saying? What does that mean?
Well,
You
yeah.
see what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? That's what you see. So when you say that, see, it's too broad. It's nothing where we can pinpoint and break down because we don't have no forensic audits. Oh, I'm giving money to the youth team. What does that mean? Oh, I
What does
don't,
that mean?
like it's too broad. This is crazy.
So yeah,
All this
Department of
money.
So in my fact, I got this lady on here, because I was trying to. This is Angela Green. She
Mhm.
is the commissioner of Chicago Department of Family and Support Services. She's a visionary servant leader, nationally respected strategist in human services with over 25 years of executive experience across nonprofit, state, and federal systems. She's senior. She went to Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government. She holds a master's social work from Indiana University. So this is the lady who is over Department of Family and Support Services. Uh, and as a social worker, as a clinical social worker, you would think that she would be asking where the youth employment money at.
Yeah, because she's supposed to be over that, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah. So
then you got after school programs. Now I didn't even know they had after school programs. So
I didn't know they still had after school programs either.
so 2024 was 15 million. 2024 15 million, well almost 16 million. 2025 is 15 million. It dropped down a couple of dollars. And now in 2026 they want 16 million. 16 million, almost 17 million dollars
For after school
for after
programs.
school programs.
We need to find out where what schools have the after school programs or daycares. Um what we see, that's what I'm saying. We need to find out all of this because you can't if we don't have nothing, if we're not being able to get audits, we can't. Where's our money going and who is it going to? And we need to see, do these programs work? We need to see how have they benefited the youth or the people you say you supposed to help. You got to show me how they benefit. I don't want numbers that you can just broad statistics. We need to see how they have helped the people that you say they're going to help. This is, see, this is like, yeah, this is laundering 101. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. This is like How you launder money 101? This don't even, I mean, come on.
The Children's Advocacy Center, they get $1 million. That's a little money. They just it's been the same all since he's been there. So they just throw that in this little pocket change, little
Yeah,
million
that's just pocket
dollars,
change.
little pocket change.
That's what I need get my girls to get somebody when I want to play around or here, you can get this, Yeah, that's pocket change.
And then we have homeless services. So in 2024, homeless services was $20,289,000. Like $21,289,725. In 2025, it jumped up to $50,147,659. And now they're asking for an additional $5 million. $55,035,497 for homeless services.
For home good?
For homeless services.
Home wood services?
Homeless.
Oh, homeless services. Okay.
So it went from 21 million to 55 million. From 2024, 21 million to his recommendation of 55 million.
Because that's for the illegals. Because that one system, homeless one system initiative, illegals make up like now more than half, 80 to 90% of our homelessness now. Illegals make that up. So now that's for them. They're technically considered homeless. And our real homeless people are, they're the ones who being overlooked. We see that, how we dealing with them. So that's all that's for. That's for the help. That's another fund to help house illegal aliens and get them housing and call under the guidelines of them being homeless. So that's what we were talking in the meeting. Raymond Lopez, he did bring up a good he a good argument, and he said you was out, so you had went and take a call, and he said, okay, when the social workers were there talking in a meeting in the housing, when we was going over the housing at City Hall, he said, okay, Brandon Johnson did this once initiative, but we know that illegals make up more of the homeless, so now you all are not putting Americans first. So now they get all the resources under the guidelines of homelessness because they are the ones considered homeless and the American citizens are pushing it back. Whereas if we're lacking money with homelessness, then you would think the Americans would go first. And then whatever is left will be for the homelessness. But that's not how y'all got it. And y'all did it for a reason. But you see what I'm saying? To take care of them. So this is the game. So you need more money, or you putting more money because you want to keep these illegals here and you want to make sure you have the resources for them. Because it's not for the real homeless, because like she said, like me and Zoe had said, you created a job for the chief of homelessness. You created that job for Sandy Soto. You created that job for her, but we called several times to talk about some people that we know were homeless. A video we did, and the guy who was in it who really needed help and he wanted help. And she never got back to us. And then when I called again, they answered the phone and she told me she was going to call me later and never called. But we have to give credit because Stephanie Coleman did go to Zoe, and she did say, ask Zoe about what was going on. And she did say she was going to help. And she did. She helped the Charles because we're in touch with him. He called to let us know when he was on his way to and it wasn't a shelter. And because he need help, he said, he admitted, he said, I got a drug problem that I need help with. I relapsed after 20 years, but I want to get myself together because I want to be dependent. I want to be dependent on nobody. I want to work. I want to get myself together. I want to be, have my own place, but I just need help. And so so Stephanie Coleman did make sure he, get to the place and stuff. So I'm going to call him to see, are they offering him the help he needed for his rehab, and with the other steps that he, are they going to offer him? So yeah, we have to give credit to Stephanie Coleman for doing that.
Right,
But
right.
but
This is
but the
Cindy Soto.
yeah, but Cindy Soto, we didn't know, no help. And this is
Yes.
Brandon Johnson. He created this job
Yeah, he created his job.
for her, the chief of homelessness. So this is that salary, like Zoe said, we could right now, that department, we could save a bunch of money by wiping that department out, because she haven't did anything.
Nothing at all. That's
But
Cindy
probably
Soto.
help, but probably helping illegal aliens. That's who she probably helping.
Yeah, her who they tell who the because I'm trying to tell you who running this is the the cartel, man. You can
Yep.
tell by just the appointments that he's doing and how that it's crazy. Brandon Mayor Johnson, April 1st, 2024, he announces Cindy Soto as city's first chief homelessness officer. Mayor Johnson announced Soto's appointment at the grand opening of the renovation of Lawson House, a 406-unit affordable apartment complex in the Gold Coast.
Hmm. So hold on. So are those affordable housing at the Gold Coast? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that was affordable housing at the Gold Coast. I gotta look it up, but yeah, and I think he worked with. They only work with a few developers. So it says Peter Halston, president of Halston Real Estate Development Corporation. They only work with him.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah, Lawson House dates back to 1931 and is listed as a National Register of Historic Places for its cultural and architectural legacy, developed by a partnership between Holston Real Estate Development, of course, and Holston Human Capital Development. So it's a partnership between the same person, Holston Real Estate Development Corporation and Holston Human Capital Development.
So he getting paid. This is how they getting that. He getting that money both ways. On
Yeah,
both
this
both
building
ways.
is committed to preserving affordable units for households at or below 15 to 16% of the area median income levels for a minimum of 50 years. Of the 409 residential units, 300, 322 will be rented out using subsidies. 122 apartments will be allocated for Chicago low income housing trust fund rental subsidies. 100 will be rented through Chicago Housing Authority project based vouchers, and 100 will be rented through project based rental assistance.
I wonder how many of those people are going to be legal aliens.
They probably already up in there.
You right, Zoe. You right.
Yeah, they probably already. They probably we gotta go over there.
We got to go over there in
Post
that
up.
building. Yeah, we need to go over there. Yeah, I want to
It's a
see who.
583. They said Mayor Johnson made the announcement at the grand opening of Lawson House, a $128 million renovation project to modernize and preserve affordable apartment units. The rehabilitation of the historic 200,000 square foot, 24-story apartment complex transformed the building's 583 single room occupancy units into over 400 affordable units with private kitchens and bathrooms.
They probably living better than us. So those those legal aliens probably living way better than America, than Chicagoans. Us.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get no help. She hasn't even called you back.
She haven't even called me back from the gentleman who needs some help and who are a Chicago citizen and needs some help. But you have I bet
We
you.
don't have a city charter, Tammy. And that's the sad part about this city.
Yeah,
The
we
city
don't
don't
have a,
even have a city charter. That's how corrupt this city is.
and and we know that they got rid of those shelters, right? They got rid of those shelters, that shelter in Hyde Park, and they got rid of that shelter right there on Cicero. Where did they put those people at, guys? It was mother with kids, mother and fathers with kids. We saw them, families. Where did they put them people at, guys? Because those people wasn't working at all.
At all.
So where did they, and the shelter closed down, guys? Where did they put all those people at? That's what you got to ask yourself. Where are all those people, illegal aliens, that you had in those shelters, the illegal alien families that you had in those shelters? Where are they? And you see, and now you see they're probably in these apartment buildings that right here, what you talking about, they probably living better than we are. Probably making sure they substance. Look, they probably have all type of benefits. Probably getting SNAP. I'm sure they are. If they're in a subsidized apartment, that means they're eligible for SNAP. They probably getting SNAP. They probably getting uh uh free health care or low, yeah, free health care. They probably getting so many, man, I can't even think about what they probably got free vouchers for furniture. They probably
Oh
got,
yeah.
yeah, free school. They kids probably getting bused back and forth to school. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm
They have
telling you.
a flexible housing pool. It's $6 million. It's been $6 million consistently. A flexible housing pool is a city of Chicago and Cook County program that helps homeless people get permanent housing, not shelters, but real apartment. The city pays rent directly to landlords through this program.
Then I just tell you they make up more than they make up like 80% of the homelessness are illegal aliens. They make up now 80%, maybe more of our homelessness, guys. So if they are considered homeless, and this is what they want to get, they say homeless because they needed to be able to give them these
Yeah, I
free
don't see a homeless. I don't see a homeless
illegal alien out here.
Hispanic out there.
Yeah, I see all blacks, seriously, or whites that's out there. I don't see they veterans. Like if you go in Tent City and stuff, it's they, because we talked to a couple and they was veterans. So that's who I
A
see.
Native American.
Yeah, we saw Native
Native American
Americans.
family.
Yes. So where are these illegal aliens that were in these shelters, guys, who make up 80% of our homelessness? Where are they? And you are doing,
Where they at?
and
Like
you have
Sean said,
all
where
these
they at?
programs. You have all these programs helping the homeless to get into apartments and things like that. Come on, guys. Come on. This is, man, man, please. This is crazy. This is this is, this is,
They
this is
have the
crazy.
Legal Protection Fund. You already know what that's for. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
1.5 million that he's proposing. Then the gender-based violence services, they usually get 3.5 million. Well, the first year was 1 million, and then they did 3.5 million. But this year he decided to take it away. I bet he did.
That's the people who came up there, so that was talking. That you
Yeah,
remember they was
yeah,
talking about that gender-based violence
yeah.
program. They was coming up there for more money. We was like, what's a gender-based violence program? That's
Yeah, that's it.
yeah. So they were getting how much?
They was getting 3.5. They got 3.5 million. They originally got 1 million, but then it went to 3.5 million.
And now yeah, that's them people's only. We was like, what's it? I said, what's a gender-based violence?
Yeah. So they want their money back for the gender based
Violence
violence
program.
services.
What's a guys? What's a gender-based violence program? Listen, like I said, we got violence all in our community. It ain't no gender. It ain't no this base. It's just violence on girls, boys, grandmas, grandpas, or whatever.
Gender-based violence means any kind of harm, abuse, or violence that happens because of someone's gender, usually targeted women and girls, but it can also affect men, boys, or LGBTQ people.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous. And you know it don't have nothing to do with if you're a boy or girl with them. It's all about, because think about it. If that's the case, gender based, why are you not helping the people, just the regular kids that's getting killed every day?
Right.
They boy or girl. That don't make sense. I mean, for real, I mean that just don't make sense. It's just another way to get money on a program to fund the Democrat Party to fund these programs that don't make sense, but it's they people, it's they friends. That's it. It's a woke program that's probably their friends that they are funneling their money through.
Now,
Off the
I'm
taxpayer
looking
money.
at the youth program, and they have a deputy commissioner for 139,000, and they have these youth service coordinators. They're getting 143,000, 130,000, four of them. Some of them get four of them, right? But why? How do you have all this when you didn't cut all the youth programs?
That's so it goes back to the New Americans plan. Remember that plan? Y'all, if you haven't seen it, I posted some on my Facebook. Just so I screenshot some of the pages and you can read on them.
So that's
Read it.
$2 million that you're saving for these youth coordinators. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got like 11 youth coordinators that's making six figures.
Mm.
I'm just confused.
I bet you they all foreigners though. I bet you
So
they
19 positions, 2 million. You're not cutting them, even though you cut all the money for the programs
programs.
for the youth. But we have to get rid of the field analyst and procurement services.
Yeah. But you're not cutting the people who work that you should be cutting, but you cutting the programs that's gonna for the kids. But the people in positions you not.
No.
And I bet you when you go look at people who work these positions, if we go look at the people who are, bet you they not Americans. I bet you they not.
Oh no. Not all.
Yeah, I bet you they not.
Not all. So this is what we're looking at now, guys. We're looking at
They said Spanish speakers are employed. They said somebody say Spanish speakers are employed. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's going down. So what was it say? May Tio Hardeman never get another dime. Spanish speakers are employed. So yeah, so we're dealing with and then public health.
You said what?
Public health.
Public health? Okay.
So public health. Let me get her. Igaboo. Alright, let's see right here. Where's she at? That is our. Let me get down to the public health. 253.
So she's over public health department.
Yes.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name is, we're gonna call her Igaboo.
Okay, that because you can't pronounce it. You worse than me. I can't get what's his name? Bovink. Say it again.
Bovino.
Bovino. Okay, Bovino. Zoe, do you know how hard that name is? Bovino. Okay, I got it. Okay, yeah, that's
That's
her.
how I feel about Bogolovich, but you can
Yeah,
get
you
the
always be
name.
like V, that V.
Uh, hold on, let
Oh,
me make sure. Public. Let me get. I think they call her that too because it's like a hard name. Like she,
uh,
I think she's okay with people
oh,
calling her that. Now her name is Simbo. You can call her Simbo. Olu Simbu IG.
she's not even American.
Oh no.
They never
Health,
are.
public health ain't American no more.
They never are. How is it our public health in America is always foreigners are over this, like how hospitals and
Nah,
all
for real
these
though.
things?
Like for real though.
No, for
All
real.
jokes aside, like it's something wrong, y'all. Like
How
y'all allowing it.
how are all these foreigners that how have they taken over our hospitals? All of them are our doctors in America, doctors,
Right.
nurses. How?
How?
Wow. And now we got one over public health in America, in Chicago.
Yeah, he appointed her. It was his other person before, but he appointed her.
Mm.
All right. Now, last year, okay, I was talking about how the last 4 years, this was before he even got in office, that epidemiology,
Mm.
they had, in a total of like I think it was 4 budgets, it totaled $1.8 billion. Okay. So they went down from 75 million in 2025 to 57 million. That's what he's asking for.
Wait a minute, it went down to what? It was what?
It was 75 million.
Uh-huh.
It went down to 57 million.
Mm.
They
And
took
epidemiology.
no. This is the total fund for Department of Health.
Okay.
They took the violence reduction program out.
I wonder why.
They was getting 14 million and then 11 million. This year they don't want no million
For health or violence reduction.
for violence reduction.
Okay.
Now she gets $260,000, and
Wait
then she has 2 deputy commissioners
a minute,
under
she
her.
get 200 and what?
16,000.
Oh, okay, 216,000. That's still a lot, but wow, okay.
Um, everybody looks like they still have their job in public health. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just making sure before we go to, yeah, I think everybody keeps their job. I'll say so. Everybody in public health is safe.
So they keeping that. How many of them is it?
It's a lot.
Oh, it's a lot.
What it
It's a
is
lot of
called?
people. And what is the average? What is the average? What their salary averages are? Just when you're looking at it, what is it?
Between 80 and 120,000.
Oh, so between. So we're paying all of that money.
130,000. Yeah, 130,000. Then the mental
Wow.
health. You got mental health coordinators. Now I don't even understand why they have these psychiatric nurse practitioners and stuff because where they be at?
Where they at? We don't have no mental health facilities. Where they at?
Yes, I don't know. I don't know. So then they have the epidemiologist. I know it's a guy. Well, last one was a guy. He makes 90,000. He was Hindu Indian, so I'm pretty sure. But he was the one who was head of epidemiologists, and I told you they spent $1.8 billion.
And
Was
these are Indians. Somebody said they're losing 100 staff. They lying in health. Somebody, one of those comments saying that
was
they're
it? But
losing.
is it for the city of Chicago or is it Cook County?
Oh, I just read was reading the
Uh,
comments. They said they're lying. They're losing 100 people and staff.
oh, it might be staff, but like I guess their main. Well, I don't know. It's not in here.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
They're
So
lying. The health department is
it's
losing
losing.
100 staff. So is Jazzy? Is it for the city of Chicago?
Right, because it don't look like they cutting. They are not showing that they're cutting any jobs on in that budget.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, but
what they'll probably do is they probably are. Maybe certain. So maybe like instead of maybe it was 5 people who were sanitarians in a job. Now they probably only went down to 3.
right. And this
So
new one,
yes,
yeah, that's probably
yeah.
what it is.
See
Mm-hmm.
the other one was so easy for that man to see what because it was his job. But you see when I was going down line by line, the field analyst gone. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
have it said that. So okay. Well, I don't know why when they have 2 epidemiologists at 105,000 and 150,000, and
Mm.
then the director of epidemiology gets $148,000,
Mm.
and then let's see. And then I was just looking earlier because I went to go directly to see. And they got epidemiologists, $117,000. They got them epidemiologists.
What is an epidemiologist?
They study diseases and um, yeah, they study diseases like if it's going to like I guess if it's going to
Mm.
spread, is it curable? It's how
Mm.
diseases and health related problems spread and how they affect and how they can be controlled or prevented. But nothing never is prevented.
Never,
Nothing.
never, and everything. Right. Yeah. This
Yeah.
all needs to be investigated. We need the Doge. We need a Doge in Chicago. We need to cut the waste fraud and that's what we need. The
So
waste and the
this
fraud and cut the
and they're
fat
gonna
off
and they keep
the
trying to
government.
say this is Trump cuts. Now this is Mayor Johnson cuts. This is Brandon. This is the city of Chicago cuts. So if you guys are losing y'all jobs or y'all getting some type of cuts, it's not because of President Trump. It's because these people done stole all y'all money.
Mm-hmm. They don't know how to manage. They didn't manage the money right, and they thought that Kamala was gonna get in, and when Kamala didn't get in, and now they just this is what you see. They stole too fast.
Yeah, stole. Woo.
Gave the money to their
He,
friends too fast.
I think he went down in history as the
Stiller.
fastest stealer. Then they have these vape settlement funds for people who vape.
How much money?
For vaping settlement fund, he's asking. Oh, no, this is just for the. They have a whole. This is the for jobs. So for jobs, it's $1,734,000, and then for the positions, he's trying to get a director of marketing. Why would you need a director of marketing for vape settlement funds? If you try, if I don't, first of all, I don't even understand why we are settling vape cases anyway, but because we are, and I gotta do my research on that. Why do you need a director of marketing for that?
That's crazy.
Like what? Yeah, I'm just trying to say, like, it's just time for the people to go to jail.
We need the DOJ. We need the FBI. We need an investigation going. Like, what is all this? What is this money? What is this? Who is this going to? We need no. You can't give us a broad. You can't give us a broad spectrum of this. This is just for the youth. No, we need a whole itemized list of what and to break down every dollar and cents of who went to what and where these what organizations or what people name who companies who where does this money go to. This is what we need. We don't need nothing broad. We need everything, a list of breakdown, itemized.
Yeah, for these people, for sure.
Yeah, every cent. Every cent needs to be accounted for and where it went. Every cent. That's horrible.
It's horrible, and they went down. Epidemiology went down to $635,000.
After what? After the bill?
After 4 years of it being crazy amounts, 300 million, 400 million. You like what the like right there? If they go in long and if they go and audit their money from epidemiology for them since 2020, since 2019 until 2024, that was $1.8 billion.
And so now they can see it. Now all of a sudden, now you just need. Now they're just getting them.
Now you only need 635,000. Now you only need 635,000.
Since the money not coming in, the money not coming in like y'all. Right. The money not coming in, pouring in like y'all thought it was gonna do. Pour in. Now you have to act like you're spending like you got some sense.
Right.
Like you should have been spending in the first place.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So that is what I got for this week, guys. So
yeah, that's the whole budget meetings we went to just this week. Yes. We have a whole lot more, but coming up.
Yeah,
but
so
this is
like starting tomorrow. Well, it's the community zoning and landmarks. Excuse me. But on the 4th, at 9:30, it'll be the Economic Development of Arts, Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection, Department of Planning and Development, that's Sierra Boatwright, Department of Housing, that is the whatever. Department of Cultural Affairs and Plant Special Events, Chicago Public Library. Oh, I can't wait to ask them about them cameras. And so that is on November 4th. November 5th is Public Safety Day #1, Chicago Police Department. And then on the 6th is Public Safety Day #2, So I'm pretty sure Superintendent Snelling will be at Public Safety Day #1. Public Safety Day #2 is Office of Public Safety Administration, Office of Emergency Management and Communications, Chicago Fire. And then next week you have Human Resources. Well, we'll get to those when we are. So yeah, so next week, so this week coming up is Public Safety, Housing, Department of Housing, Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events, Chicago Public Library, Economic Development and Arts, Department of Business Affairs, Department of Planning and Development. So I hope to see you guys there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So in conclusion, for my last thoughts, the field analyst jobs, they should be coming back. And also the people who also are losing their jobs, the person who does audit for the Department of any of these jobs, any of these departments, if they're losing the person or the auditor position, that's a red flag right there.
Mm-hmm.
And as you notice that they're taking away, if he was so proud of being the first person to bring all these youth jobs to the city, why did you take the youth program money away? That was $42 million.
Mm-hmm.
If you really used $42 million on youth jobs last year, it wouldn't be these many takeovers and all this recklessness that they have going on with the kids. Because $42 million is a lot of money for summer youth jobs.
Yeah, because you didn't invest it in our youth. You didn't
Yeah.
invest it in that.
Yeah.
You
That money,
invested in some youth, but it wasn't ours.
but not $42 million worth either.
Yeah, and not $42 million worth. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
So, and with that and then when it comes to that homeless, if you doubled in 2021, in 2024, you had $21 million, and then in 2024 it jumped up to $50 million, and
You see,
then it jumped up to $50 million, and then this year for next year you're trying to get an extra $5 million for the $50 million.
so you see the other ones went down. So remember, they took it away or went down. You see it, right? The other ones you said they went down, they all went down, or they went away. Like the team that's no
Oh
money for
yeah.
that. Yeah, they all went down or they all went away. Only with this homelessness, since we got more illegals that qualify for homelessness now theirs went up. That department went up for us with that. You
And the
see what I'm
6
saying?
million and the
Yeah.
6 million housing pool funding that they're paying, that the city's paying directly to landlords.
So who are they paying that for? So you see for us, whatever they doing for the citizen, let's just say team takeover. Let's just say if he did spend that money on the teams or was supposed to be for the teams, that money is gone. That's gone. But for
Right.
the housing situation, because we know illegals now make up more of the housing, now that's going up. The more funds are going towards that. And that's what you're investing. Now you got to look at, that's who he's investing in. That's where he's putting the money at. He's taking it from us, American citizens, and he's investing in who the people he want to, giving them free housing, giving them subsidized housing under the umbrella of them being homeless, which they not. And this is who these people are. This is who their priorities are with. We keep telling you. It's clear as day.
Yeah.
Clear as day.
And the sad part of that, 100 people are losing their jobs in the public health, and it's not being told. Is crazy. This
Yeah,
is in there, but they're going to blame this
Yup.
The billionaires. Now, mind you, the billionaires don't have nothing to do with the city of Chicago health department, any of these departments.
Well, he don't know how
But
to budget his money. Yeah.
yeah, but they're gonna blame this on. That's why they have to tax the rich.
Yeah. They don't have
Even
no reason that he spent all our money on
no had no
illegals.
reason why. Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't even want to discuss that.
right.
They'll
Yeah.
never want, and people don't never want to talk about the beginning. Everybody keeps running with this narrative. Trump messing up he messing up the country. Wait, what? No. This comes. Trump is dealing with a country that has been incompetent for decades.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is dealing with a country that was not ran like it's the corporation that it is.
Mm-hmm.
You like honestly, you guys, when they say actors and actresses, political theater, political movie, that's exactly what the Democratic Party and Bush,
Mm-hmm.
because Bush Jr. was terrible.
Was terrible.
Bush Jr. was an embarrassment, and that's why him and Obama so cool.
Mm-hmm. They were good friends. So yeah. When he was little. When he was little, good.
Yeah. So
He was really a Democrat.
He really
Rhino.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rhino. He was a Democrat.
Yeah, he was absolutely terrible. Like it's like if Hunter Biden would have been the president of the United States.
Right. Yup.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Yeah, he's absolutely he's terrible. But so is Obama. So you're dealing with so President Trump is dealing with a country that was ran it's full of incompetence. So honestly, what he's doing, I feel like he's doing a good job.
A great job.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job. I do think some people in his cabinet don't know what they're doing, but I think that he will make them executive decisions in the new year to get rid of them, like he did the first cabinet.
Yeah.
I mean, his first year, his first term. I like what he does is that he had Gemini, and I'm Aquarius, so it's air. It might be an air sign thing, but we give chances. We give chances, but not chance. Not you're not gonna mess up anything. And they're like, you know, what I'm saying we're not gonna let you get that far. But once you prove so you can never come back and say, well, no, you didn't even a chance. No, I did. I gave you 3. I gave you 3, and you did absolutely terrible. You are incompetent. However, take care. Wish you the best. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that in the second his second season, because we're in the first season of Trump. So his second season, January 2026, is go time for real.
Yeah, because that's when everything gonna kick in. That's when that's when his new bill gonna kick in. That's when the Biden economy is gonna be over 2026. This economy, what the budget and things like that, that's gonna be coming to an end. And then everything going forward is gonna be Trump's. He's going to be able to implement everything in the big, beautiful bill. And I think that's when you're going to really see the tax cuts come in. You're going to start really seeing this economy, this booming economy. Watch. That's what you're going to start seeing. And once we get rid of the Biden administration budget and what I want to say, and I can't even say that. I can't even say it because it's going to take a minute. It's going to take, I want to say, Trump to see Trump, the benefit of the Trump administration. I'm going to give it at least a year because how bad the Biden economy was and everything and what he did to even come back from that, it's going to be it's we doing great now, but I'm thinking of a year to really start seeing things really turn around and the way they're going to be going. So I'm just saying, so I'm giving it a year really
Well,
to
with
really
black
see.
people, with the black Democrats that are on the plantation that they're about to get kicked off of, so they're gonna get kicked off the Democratic plantation whether they like it or not, because now it's Europa. Okay, you gotta speak only Spanish on that on
Yeah,
this
they gonna
Democratic
get a
plantation.
reality check.
Yeah, you gotta get
They gonna
reality
get a
check,
reality check.
but the reality check also is it's going to be a lot in next year 2026 season 2
Mm-hmm.
Trump. They are going. It's going to be a lot of people that are going to start saying, "Man, f this, man." I mean, I hear what y'all saying. But Trump ain't done nothing wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? People gonna start doing their
Yeah,
own research. They're gonna start realizing, like, man, he ain't even bad. Like, what's going on?
yeah.
And then, but it's gonna what he's gonna have to do is he coming to Chicago. Like, he's already here with the with the ICE and Border Patrol. Shout out to Commander Gregory Bravino. But he's going to have to get into 121 North LaSalle and have
Mm-hmm.
and FBI coming in there starting to take stuff up out of there. And then start they're already investigating Brandon Johnson and his
Campaign funds.
but his hiring practices.
Oh yeah, they
Um,
started with
but
that.
but they really need to look into this immigration money.
Mm-hmm.
The immigration money, the crime prevention money, the shelter franchises,
Yep.
um,
CTU.
CTU,
Yes. CTU is
yeah,
that.
CTU,
CA.
and
What was that other one, Zoe, that you
and it's not on him, but the red line extension money that $1 billion, and that follows honestly. I feel like on Lori Lightfoot.
mm-hmm. Because where is it? Yeah, you haven't did anything. Yeah, it gotta. Yeah, you have to look into that. Because where's that money?
Yeah, but if he starts with crime prevention and illegal immigration money and the shelter franchises
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah,
nonprofits and churches that were connected to it,
yeah,
you got enough right there.
yeah. You got enough right there. I know you're gonna find uh laundering. You're gonna find stealing. You're gonna
Yeah,
find
It's Rico time.
it's Rico. All the things that
Yeah,
go
black. It's gonna be the biggest black
conspiracy.
and brown. Yeah, it's gonna be the
Yeah.
biggest black and brown conspiracy,
Mm-hmm.
organized crime. And that will lead back to the cartel. It's gonna be. I hate to
Yeah.
say this too. It's gonna be some CPD that's going down.
It's going, yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be
yeah.
all the men, all the men,
All the man. Yeah, it's going. Yeah, like it's yeah. So
the
get ready.
judges,
The
the judges
judges.
need to, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be get ready. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. It's Rico time.
Mm-hmm.
It's Rico time. And it needs to happen because the only way that black people will get into politics and understand what we've been dealing with is coming to arrest these pastors, these
Mm-hmm.
priests, Father Flaker, these crime prevention people,
Mm-hmm.
these politicians, these sitting politicians, uh, some of these department leaders in the government, in the federal, in the city government. Once they start arresting them, then that's when they'll be on it. You understand? And you'll hear they're trying to take a black man down. Nobody's not trying
Yeah,
to take
because
you.
he's black.
You took
Yeah.
you took yourself down. You took yourself down. You took yourself down. Nobody didn't. You took yourself down. You guys were in the name. Y'all were stealing so much, and if anybody that was not black mentioned it, you called them racist. Nah, you a
Right.
thief. You a thief, baby.
Yeah. You just a thief. No, you just
You
a
a
thief.
thief. You stealing in the name of white supremacy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You stealing in the name of tax the rich and the billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh, I
You
do want to
stealing in
say,
the name of
oh,
they hating on the black man.
they hating
Yeah,
on a black man that gets $30,000 haircuts and makeup.
yeah. They hating on you real bad.
Real bad. And I'm trying to tell you, kind of weird.
No, he very weird.
Yeah. Brandon
Very,
Johnson, yeah. He's a
very
weird,
weird.
he a weird man. He a weird
Weirdo.
he's a
I
weird
can
bisexual man.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, because even when you look at them appointments, somebody had to brought that to my attention. His last 3 appointments been all gay men.
mm,
All gay
mm,
men. And
mm,
then he puts these Hispanic men, these gay men, and that's his flavor.
mm.
That's why you gotta go so hard.
That's crazy. That
Yeah, I
is
mean,
crazy.
it's given bisexual mayor,
Mm.
bisexual corrupt uh mayor.
Oh yeah, he was. Oh my God! I wish you gotta get that. You have to get that, Zoe. You have to get that when he was at the Black Caucus about when his legs crossed
His legs crossed
real tight,
tight.
talking about. Here we go. Yeah, he was doing this. Here we go. What the freaking? What is that?
What is
And he was smiling
this?
about it. He's going just like this, y'all.
And
Yeah,
that's why
you
he
know.
acts. And that's why he is the. That's why he acts the way. That's why he acts the way he acts. That's why he will not settle my case, because he's a
Yeah, you all gotta see this. I like.
he is the B in the LGBTQ.
No straight man would have
Yeah,
done that.
and no
I
straight
could
man would not.
not
No
believe that.
straight man would not have me still not settling the case. If you,
Right, right.
yeah. If you're a public servant, a real man, a man of God,
Like he keeps saying
yeah,
he
all
is.
that stuff, all for black this, black that, all that stuff. You've been setting my case. Nah,
Right.
you a bad bitch.
You go cover your mouth. You stuff.
I will say I want to end with this. So 27 of the 50 aldermen signed a letter rejecting the head tax and asking the mayor to consider efficiencies found in the Ernst and Young report commissioned by the mayor's office, which he paid over $3 million for. The alderman who signed was Brian Racist Hopkins of the second ward, Pat Dow of the third ward, Desmond No Good Yancey of the fifth ward, Greg Hiding Out Mitchell of the seventh ward, Anthony, my boy Bill on the ninth ward, Peter Chico of the 10th ward, Nicole Lee 11th ward, Marty Quinn 13th ward, Ray Lopez 15th ward, Stephanie Coleman 16th ward, Derek Curtis 18th ward, Matt O'Shea 19th ward, Savannah Taveras the 23rd ward, Monique Scott the 24th ward, Walter Red Burnett, that's Walter Burnett's son, 27th ward. You know what? I'm gonna talk about him another day. But he did right. That's smart, Walter. That's a good one for that because he just started. So I like that anybody with common sense. That's just his common sense that
So they
he vote.
voted.
I mean,
This is
they're signed. Yeah, they want him to go back and try to figure out something else because it's a no for the head tax, which makes
okay.
sense. And
Yeah.
Walter Burnett's son, he comes from he moved to New York. He was on he worked for like a big finance company, so he
Mm.
probably understands finance. He probably know his father ain't no good. He just happened to say can't, whatever. But I'm glad that he did agree to that this was crazy. Felix Cardona, 31st Ward. Scott Wegerspec, the 32nd Ward. Bill Conway, the 34th Ward. Gil Villegas, the 36th Ward. Nick Sposato, the 30th Ward. Nick! Sam Nugent, the 39th Ward. Anthony Napolitano, the 41st Ward. Brendan Riley, the 42nd Ward. Timmy Knutson, the 43rd Ward. Bennett Lawson, the 44th Ward. Jim Gardner, the 45th Ward. Deborah Silverstein, the 50th Ward. So none of the progressive, except Desmond Yancey, I think he's in the progressive caucus, but none of the rest of them. Oh, I think Timmy Knutson might be in there too, but
so the rest of them, well, we got Jesse
Michelle
Fuentes.
Harris. Now, Michelle Harris, you don't sign on this, right? But you going around sending these. Hold on. She's sending these because I got this email. I got this text message that she's sending this to people. Because you got to get her out, and the only reason why she sent these text messages out because she know she got to get up out of there.
Yeah. Now you didn't sign for that, but you gonna sit up there and send text messages like you're not with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
But you didn't sign to say you're not with that.
Right.
Ballcart said, "How can I make a donation?"
It's on our website, flipsred.com. I'll put it here, and there's a.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Flipsred.com. If it comes up. Hold on, let me get these. Because I was like, what?
So Michelle, yeah, she be trying to play like she not for this, but she vote for all of this. She's with all of this.
Yeah, she's with all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's been voting everything on with Brandon Johnson. She's been voting yes before. So all the aldermen, Hispanic KKK, didn't sign it, huh?
Yeah, why would they sign it?
Right.
Yeah, it must have delete. It's probably in your core group because I don't see it in mine. It was in there though. I should have saved it. But basically, she sent these text messages. Let me see if I got them separate. Nah, Michelle Harris. Man, I should have saved them. I ain't got no storage. But anyway, yeah, you vote no for this, and this is terrible, and but you didn't sign that. So you talk about because you scared you about to lose your job now. You about to lose your seat. You know people coming for your seat. So you're having these text messages that you're sending to your constituents about why you saying no to this and why he shouldn't do this, Brandon shouldn't do this, but you didn't sign that. You didn't sign that that letter, but you don't need to sign that letter because 27 people already signed.
So that's more than half. So you don't have to show. Yeah, you trying to cover so you want to send that to your people to say, oh yeah, Michelle with us, okay, but then you don't sign off because now you don't have to because it's 27 already, which is a majority.
Right.
So now you can just sit back and be in your little, neutral position. When you always, but at the end of the day, if it really come down to it, you really gonna side with Brandon Johnson.
Yeah, I'm what's that just hit me, so I'm about to tell her to send it to me. Because it was the craziest thing when I read them when she first sent them on there, because I'm like, wait, you saying one thing
To your people.
to your people, but here you're saying, okay, yeah, here it is.
Okay.
Alderman Michelle Harris spoke out against Brandon Johnson's irresponsible budget. Call and thank her for taking a stand.
Uh-uh.
Alderman Michelle
Uh-uh.
Harris stood up to Brandon Johnson's reckless 2026 budget. They told him no more taxing before cutting.
Michelle,
No
why you
more
lying
you
to me?
no more using debt to pay the bills. Start growing our economy, not stalling it. Let's thank Alderman Harris
So, so
for putting
you cannot.
Chicago taxpayers first. Call and tell them thanks for standing strong. 773-874-3300. Ward 8 cityofchicago.org.
So this is how she fooled people, and this is how she get those votes that gonna keep voting for her, because this is a lie. You're gonna send it all, so you just done blast this text these text messages out to all your constituents,
Oh, your
and they
condition.
saying, yeah, see, I knew she was fighting for us. See, I know they're gonna go call that number and say, thank you, Michelle, thank you, and this and don't even know what really is going on. That's crazy. This is how they do. This is how these people do to their
They said
constituents.
Alderman Michelle Harris stood up to Mayor Johnson's reckless 2026 budget.
Thank Michelle. Call her and tell her thank you for looking out for you all. And everything she voted, she actually the reason why all this is happening, because she voted yes for all of this. Before that we got to this, she voted for this. She voted for all of this while we're in this deficit in the first
Hold on.
place.
You know, I
She
got to.
voted for all of this. And now she's gonna act like to her people that, oh, thank me because we stood up. Girl, oh my God, this is, I can't believe, like, it's like the audacity of these people to just gaslight like this. It's, oh my God.
That's how I know it's. Oh, that's how they know it's done. Ma'am, you have voted for everything that hurts the Eighth Ward.
Yes,
Everything that hurts the Eighth Ward. You don't want to help Gerald when it comes to the Regal Theater.
right.
You downsized Yoli's what Yoli was trying to do, what you were trying to do in
With
her ward,
with
like
79,
with
right.
79th. What are you talking about?
Everything you did was for to destroy everything that was happening on 79th Street. You was complicit in destroying it and
Yeah,
allowing it to get destroyed. It was you. You sold it out to the highest bidder. You did this. And now all of a sudden you want to tell your constituents, you want to blast a text message saying, thank Michelle for standing up to that budget that Brandon Johnson.
she said she stood up to him.
Wow. And
Michelle Harris, her best.
but Michelle didn't sign that paper.
Michelle. Only reason why Michelle Harris. The only reason why Michelle Harris saying that because I think he's going to give that vice mayor role to Emma Mitz. And I think Michelle Harris and her it was between them two. And I think she thought she was going to get the vice mayor role. But she did get the vice mayor role. Well, he hasn't given to anybody yet. And he can't give to another Hispanic guy. because everybody looking at all his appointments like, all right, my man, I understand you like poppies, but you're not gonna give it to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna. So what are you gonna do? And then he already promised. He was supposed to give Emma Mitz the housing. So it was supposed to. So when his boyfriend Carlos Ramirez Rosa left and went over to Park District, before that, Carlos Ramirez Rosa was like, nah, whoever's going to get the zoning, it has to go to a Latino. And so they were going to give it to they're going to let Brian Cicho Lopez get in there, and then they were going to give Emma Mitz housing, but that didn't work. So right now, in zoning and landmarks, is the chairman, the co-chair, well, the chairman is Bennett Lawson. Bennett Lawson is the chair as the co-chair, and I don't even like Bennett Lawson. I call him the gay racist. However, if anybody's going to take the chairman seat, you might as well give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's not a bad chairman. That I see. You understand? And he's done it he's been a co-chair for two people.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it's like, are you gonna are you gonna keep letting him be the co-chair, or you might as well just give him that chair seat? He's been there. He has the experience. I guess that's the word I'm about to say. Like, I'm not a fan of him, but he's been the co-chair for zoning, and for zoning for, like 6 years maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But he's not giving it to him. So right now you're dealing with Michelle Harris and with a mayor going back between Emma Mitz getting vice mayor chair or Michelle Harris. And Michelle Harris clearly is not getting it because she would have never put this out here.
Mm-hmm. Not the way she's been boasting and going along with everything he wants to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So she must know something.
Yeah, she ain't getting it. But she
Mm-hmm.
should. She don't deserve it.
No, she
You
don't.
understand? Yeah, she's trash. You know what I'm saying? She go, yeah, like Michelle Harris is a terrible person, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's absolutely terrible. She's
Mm-hmm.
terrible, and she's gonna remain terrible until she
get voted out.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
until she gets voted out and acknowledges. None of these people acknowledge how evil and how weird and terrible they are as a person, and much worse as a servant.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but that's that's all I got.
Okay,
You
that's
got
all I
anything?
got to my phone getting ready to die in a minute.
All right.
But no, I just have yes, these people, we have to demand transparency. We have to demand to know where our money is going. So we need everybody. Everybody should be upset. Everybody should understand this is our right as taxpayers to know where our money is being spent and who is being spent on and who's being allocated these funds. This is our right as a taxpaying citizen. And we need to start being more vocal about that. We need to, if we got to make short videos about that, if we got to ask President Trump, make short videos. Hey, President Trump, we need you to come and give us, we haven't received any transparency in none of these departments or how our money was spent on these illegal alien scam. And like Zoe said, on the shelter franchises or the crime
Yes.
prevention money. If we just put a short video together, if President Trump keeps seeing the citizens of Chicago make videos and asking for this, they're gonna have no choice but to do it. We need this because it's no way these people should be able to spend all of this money and do all the things they're doing. Zoe just showed you every department, all of these positions, and we're paying for these positions, guys. We're paying while we're being taxed more, they're getting paid more, and these positions are what we're paying for. But we don't have no transparency to show us
There we
where
go.
we don't have
Ernesto.
that. So we need to
You
start,
blacks.
huh?
Ernesto said, "You blacks have no right to be racism. Did y'all forget how y'all grandpas were treated like shit?"
uh, 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 Whatever his name is, or Nesta, whatever your name is. We're not racist. I'm sorry, we're not. Going for, like I said, next. And then I thought y'all said blacks couldn't be racist because the Democratic Party, that's all y'all say is
Yeah.
blacks can't be racist. So now we can be. See, y'all got to make up y'all mind,
All
because
right.
on the Democratic Party, you all say blacks can't be racist. This is what you all say. But now all of a sudden, suddenly, blacks, we are black. Last I checked, I was black. Now we are racist. So make up y'all mind. Can blacks be racist or they can't be racist? Figure that out. But
Figure it
anyway,
out.
figure it out. But anyway, yeah, like I said, so we need to demand for ICE to come here and get these illegal aliens, because clearly he's probably mad about that. We need to demand ICE to come here and do that. Now, legal aliens, we love you all. Legal immigrants, we love you all. We are not, just be clear. When we talk about illegal aliens, we are not talking about you all. We consider you all as American brothers and sisters. The ones who came over here, did everything the right way. You are Americans. You are our brothers and sisters. We're not talking about you. I know the Democratic Party like to blur the lines and mix legal with illegal. I know they do, but this is not what we're talking about. So we have to demand in our videos that we want the illegal aliens out of our community, out of our job market, so we can get Americans back to working in those jobs. We have to ask for transparency. We have to ask for forensic audit, and we need the DOJ, we need the FBI, all of them to come to Chicago to show us where our money is going. Those are the videos or the posts we need to be making. And we need to tag President Trump, Pam Bundy, and the FBI. That's all I need to say.
Someone said, "Were you able to get your tire fixed?"
Yes, guys, I got it fixed. And we have to pray for the undiagnosed people who are there, because we saw it like firsthand. Like Zoe said in the video, she had me dying, but laughing. But real talk, guys, a lot of people that were out there, you can tell it's not, the elevator is not going to the full floor. You can tell that. And it's not, like Zoe said, they shut down the mental health facilities, Rahm Emanuel in Chicago. And with this COVID vaccine and push this on people, we need to like, for real, when we were talking to some people, you can tell they're not all the way here.
They're
So
not. They're
they're
not.
not, and it's not, I'm not being funny. Like, we need to really invest in people mental health. Like, some of those people need to go talk to people, and some people, they might not can afford it, but this is what we need. We need to invest back into Americans, because it's not funny. So yeah, but yeah, I got my tire fixed. We just see what we're dealing with out here. And we're praying for them as well, because they are, God tells us we gotta love everybody. But yeah, it's some serious stuff that we need, to invest in here, especially in Illinois and Chicago. Mental health, we got to bring those facilities back. But anyway, and for abuse, when you're drug abuse, alcohol abuse, some people are on just those, drugs. So we need help for the citizens. But
Right.
yeah, we do, like if you all
No, we
saw the
do.
video, like Zoe had me dying laughing, because Zoe is a comedian. She really is. She gonna get back on that stage. She had me
They ever let
dying.
me. If they ever let me, because
Yeah, she had me
they don't want me
dying.
on there. No, they don't want me on there, man.
Yeah, but real talk, it's not funny. Like we understand what's needed for the people. We
The
understand that. But
email is Zoe at chicagoflips.red. Hold on, let me see if I can write it in there.
mhm.
Okay, this is the website, flipsred.com. And then you can send an email to Zoe at Chicago flips.red.
And guys, we need everybody to make sure you're registered to vote. Please make sure you're registered to
Yes.
vote as a Republican. Please make sure you got everybody in your family registered to vote. Even if you have a kid that's turning 18 that will be eligible to vote, please, let's do this. We have to make it too big, too red here in Chicago. We really have to do that. And if you're having problems with illegal aliens in your building taking over, doing illegal things, please email us as well, because we will. And if you would like to maybe have a phone conversation where we can record it, and we can put it out there for to get the attention of ICE, so they can come help you. We're doing that because we have a lot of citizens that's they are sending us messages on social media and emails about illegal aliens taking over their building, and they're prostituting, they're selling drugs, things, and they
Selling
need,
drugs.
yep, they need help. And so we're getting the word out there to ICE officers and to the Border Patrol, so we can get the residents, the Chicago residents and the Illinois residents, the help that they needed, that Prisker and Brandon Johnson don't care about, the real residents.
Right.
Yeah, so if you all need to email us on that email or message us, and we're, if you want to do a, like we said, a phone, we won't tell your information, we won't tell nothing. We'll just put, you can tell what's going on a recorded phone call. We'll put it out there, and then we can get your number by privately, and we can get it to ICE, or whoever that reaches out to us. We can give them your information. They can contact you, and that way you will know you safe. It won't no retaliation. You don't have to worry about that and things like that. But yeah.
Right.
hmm
All right. I think that's it. Miss Carter, I haven't forgotten about you. Miss Carter, shout out to Miss Carter. Shout
Where's
out
Miss
to
Carla?
Mama
Which one
Dora.
is Miss Carla?
Oh, no, I was just saying, just in general, that if she when
Oh,
she
oh,
watches
okay,
this.
okay.
And
But yeah,
shout out to Mama Doris. Mama Doris, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I know you checked in on us to see if we're good. We just been busy. We're gonna be busy this week. And yes, let me tell you something. And do not be afraid to call ICE. Even if y'all want to
yes,
send and make videos, we will repost them.
yes,
Yeah, but do not, yeah, the more that you start speaking out about these illegals in our communities and in your communities, and they're taking over and all those things, they are going to come 1866 DHS to ICE.
Or you
But
can go on the
yeah,
website.
you
Go
go
on
on the
the website. You
website.
can
But yeah,
fill the form out, and you can go on the website and fill the form out, and they'll tell you if you want to report where somebody is, where you think illegal activity is happening. There, you can go on the website and do it as well. So yeah, don't be scared. Please don't, because y'all got to understand. The more silent you are, or the silent you are, you don't get help. Don't nobody know you need help. They don't know where you need help at when you are silent. When you are speaking out and telling, you are shining the light on what's happening, and then you can get that help. See, we've been so convinced, no snitching, you don't tell. So you just living in this terror, you just living in this, and you just silent. This is what we have been conditioned to believe. No snitching, no snitching. You just deal with it. No, tell. You got to tell. How you gonna get the help that you need if don't nobody know you there need and you need the help?
yeah,
That don't make sense. We have to
and
get out of that. And the more you tell, more they come. That when you see ICE gonna say, "Okay, we got to get over there. We have to get there because we've been seeing people, residents, talking about that. They're gonna get over there and they're gonna do what they got to do." That's how we have to do it. We can't be scared to report these people who's committing criminal, these gangs that's taking over our buildings and selling drugs and prostituting and things like that. No.
oh, so it was closed because of the shutdown. It is the shutdown. Yes, yes, yes. So, but the shutdown will be temporary. So they're gonna end up getting that together because they starting to
But
look embarrassing. Because everybody's starting to really see like, nah, because it's not the president. The president can't control. It's it's the Congress, and you have eight. They refuse to get 8 votes. Democratic Party refused to do the 8 votes in order to pass the budget. But so I don't want to hear. You can put Jasmine Crockett there. You can put Gavin Newsom. You can put all these lying,
mhm,
incompetent these lying, incompetent politicians that want to have to continue to keep this political narrative lie up because they have nothing else. Since Trump has been in office, they have done nothing but combat Trump.
that's it.
They haven't done nothing to make their party better, stronger. They haven't acknowledged how they tried to bamboozle us. They don't discuss COVID. They're pissed. The reason why the Democratic Party will not pass this budget, the uncomfortable truth is big pharma.
Mhm.
If they can't pass
That's right.
that
That's it.
health care, they cannot get their money from big pharma.
That's it.
That's it right there. That's it.
That's it.
So they can play them other games, and big pharma is nothing but killing our seniors, killing our kids,
Hmm.
killing us.
Yep.
All that stuff is poisonous, cancerous, is killing us. So that's the main reason why they will not pass that budget, because
Yeah.
they will not get their big bucks from pharma,
And
big
those
pharma,
illegal aliens
and the
that they
illegal
get that
that they
money from,
yeah
that they get that money from.
that's their new guinea pigs, because
Yeah.
they done killed because they're killing us,
And they getting the money from the federal government
and a
to
new
pay for
voter
them.
base. Yeah,
Yeah, but they cut them off, so that's millions of dollars that big pharma not getting, or that the health care is not getting because of the illegal aliens of our money, of our tax dollars. So this is what, because this is the same bill, guys. This is the same Biden bill, budget bill that they said yes for, that they voted yes for forever. Now all of a sudden they can't keep the government open for the end of the year and then vote on and then come up with a new budget, go and deal with that. They just right now can't deal with that budget no more that y'all dealt with Biden. Come on. That's crazy.
exactly.
The only difference is illegal aliens been taken out of that, and some more things that they can't fund overseas and dump stuff. That's it. But they can't. But somehow they just, oh no. You got to give us illegal aliens. We got to put them back in. Obama healthcare is trash. They need to they need to find another one because Obamacare is trash. Actually, the premiums have went up, and if you can't afford it because they go up, then they tax you at the end of the year with the money you can't afford for not having insurance because you can't afford it. This is get rid of all of that.
Get rid of all of that. As far as the Uber driver, I reported him. I don't know what happened with that. Hopefully he's not driving Uber, but they have 15 other names and EIN numbers. So I
Yes.
don't know, Simone. Is Pritzker as bad as Johnson? Yes, they neck to neck. Pritzker is a bad Jew. Johnson is a bad black.
Yeah.
They're absolutely terrible. A bad Jew and a coon.
And we
All
know
right.
And we know a
Yeah.
lot of these illegal aliens, like Christy Nome just said, have social security cards. So now
Yeah.
they gave them social security cards. So now a lot of Illinois, you guys. So now they have to figure out that too. Because they gave a lot of illegal alien social security cards. So
Exactly.
this is how bogus this party is.
Very is. Very, very, very.
Yeah. So that was it.
So tomorrow I'm going to do a special well, I would like to do it with you if you're available, but you're a very busy woman, so I don't know. But my very special election my very special election special when it comes to people who I believe that you should vote for if you live in the state of Virginia, if you live in the city of New York, Jersey. I think my Jersey governor, the Republican, I think my guy got it. But I want to make sure he gets it so everybody can run over to Jersey. If Madani gets in, and it's other people. But so I'm gonna do my I'm gonna speak about it tomorrow because November 4th is the day that you guys will be voting. So I don't know I should have did it. I know I should have did it a couple of weeks prior, but I want to do it tomorrow. Everything,
Okay.
So I'm gonna speak on everything and why Madame anybody but Madame. But but I don't know. It might be too late, but honestly, it shouldn't be too late. You guys should have your mind made up. Everybody in every borough should be standing in line to vote against that man. So,
Yep.
so yeah. All right, y'all. That's that piece, y'all.
Yes. All
Thank
right. I
y'all
love
for
you
watching.
all. Thank you always for supporting us and coming on and
Yes.
yes, and supporting us and just listening and sharing the lives and just everything that you all do. We thank you all so much. Trust me, we do not take you guys for granted. It's we the people. We the people are going to be the ones who destroy and the Democratic Party and put Americans in America first. It's going to be we the people to do that. And we appreciate you guys.
Yeah. It's us, man. It's we the
It's us.
people. Yeah, it ain't. It's we the people. This is our
Yeah.
country. This is our country, and we're not gonna let no foreigners and people who are uh, just greedy and just terrible people, incompetent people, ruin our country.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we didn't choose this life. This life chose us, baby.
All right. Love you all. Love
All
you all.
right. Talk to
Have
you
a good
later.
night.
Yes. A red tsunami. For
Yes. Red
sure. A
wave,
red,
red tsunami. Right.
red's
Not a
too
red
big to
wave.
red.
We don't want just a red wave. We want a red tsunami, baby. Yes.
We want the Amish to come out.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I want to see the Amish come out. I want to see Gad. I
Right.
want to
Right.
get crazy. All right. I want to see the conservative students that are turning 18 come out and vote.
Yes.
That understand the values and what's at stake, because this is y'all future now. This is for
That's it.
you. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Yeah, if you guys do not get in here and take a part, you're going to lose this by a whole bunch of undiagnosed fools, undiagnosed
Yeah,
fools, queer losers,
yeah, because
liberal weirdos.
they still in the meetings, guys. When they come there, they wearing masks.
Mass, yeah, they
Yeah,
don't
they
even know.
wearing
They don't even
masks.
know what's going on with them. They're, yeah, they are,
Yeah, you
yeah,
still. Yeah, they having some of them just like we know Antifa, but they, that's how you know they lost. They have those big masks up here and right here.
yeah,
But then I'm just talking about the ones with the COVID mask. They
yeah,
still just wearing that. You can tell, guys. You just can look and tell
yeah.
a
They're
lot something
off.
ain't.
They're off.
Yeah,
And they're
you
off.
look in the
They're
eyes.
off, and then trying to tell us how government's supposed to be ran. Like,
Right.
you need a pill or something. You need a therapy. You need a therapist, a psychiatrist, and a psychologist,
Yes.
and an inpatient hospital stay for at least 6 to 12 months.
Right.
That's the
Right.
only thing. That's the only recommendation that you that I can give to you, and I'm working on getting you all a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a therapist, and an inpatient stay in a hospital for 6 to 12 months.
Right. Right.
And if you come back out crazy, we're gonna have to do two. We're gonna have to do 12 months to 2 years to 24 months. And it's gonna keep going back. It's gonna keep every time you come. How long you been in there? Oh, this is my fifth hospital stay. I'm now at 3 years. Okay, yep, 3 years because you keep coming out, because you keep talking crazy. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna take about 12 years
No.
to get this city to some type of
Normalcy. Yeah.
normalcy
Yeah.
for when it comes to mental health. You understand? Because
Yeah.
these people are gone.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
people like gone. It's not. I mean, they're getting mad. You're losing friends because this lady told me today. She said she lost friends because she's pro-life.
Yeah. This is evil. Yup.
Like, how do you lose friends because you prefer to not abort kids?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
how do you lose friends because of that? You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? Is there case by case studies? Yes. But overall, everybody should be pro life.
Yeah. 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 Overall, should nobody want to kill kids? Overall, I mean, like you said, do you make mistakes? Have you do? I mean, if you have to do it and you did it, yeah. But you shouldn't make a habit or a campaign or make it where you
Yeah.
just this is birth control. This is what you do. You just go get
Yeah.
abortion.
A
I mean,
mental illness.
yeah,
A
yeah,
mental illness. If you are satisfied by going to get abortions all the time, you mentally ill. It
yeah.
ain't that. You mentally ill or you evil. So which one? It's one of
Mhm.
them. It's one of them because I know abortions don't turn you on that much that you got to continue to go get abortions all the time. Like that, you sick. You understand? So
Mhm.
yeah, and nobody. Why would I want to be in a world, or why would I want somebody like that to be in government?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like
yeah,
Cat Abu Gaza. Why would we want her to be in government? That lady needs to be y'all to make
yeah,
sure. Yeah, people
yeah,
like her. She ain't got it all too. You can look in the eyes too. So yeah.
yeah. So
So
yeah, and they try to make it like the Republican Party is like not reasonable. You understand? Like nobody's saying. You understand? You act like, are there some people that take it to the extreme?
yup.
Yes, but it's on both sides. But
Hmm.
there's nothing compared to the left side.
Right. Well, you have Tim Walz, or you have these Democratic governors making it where you can go to the full term and then kill the baby and all that stuff.
or the tampons in in boys' bathrooms.
Yeah, we just saw. Yeah, come on. That's what we talking. Yeah,
like why tampon? Why and this they had this carpenter. This carpenter installed a tampon machine into an elementary school boys' bathroom.
Right.
He showed us the picture. This is sick, and this is not normal. And like my lady that was in DC, she said when she seen them gender neutral bathrooms in Philadelphia, she said, "Y'all will never win another election. Y'all will never win another election." You know how many other people think like she do? Y'all will never win another election. Y'all literally have gender neutral bathrooms in schools that have kindergarten.
They have kindergartens and running on killing babies, abortion, that's murder. God is against that. Yeah, this is what y'all run on. Yeah. So yeah, and like you said, putting tampons in boys' washrooms.
Yeah, all
this is
stuff, all undiagnosed. Ain't nobody got time for that, and ain't nobody gonna normalize that.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna normalize that, and that's just what it is. Like, even when people come to me, they be like, "Well, aren't you gay?" What does that have to do with me being pro-life and me not wanting tampons in boys' bathrooms?
Yeah.
Again, mental illness. Mental illness to the point y'all weird. Yeah, if your son has a period, then that's not a son.
Right.
That's not a boy. So and that's you know what I'm saying? So it's just all weird. And it's gonna continue to get weird if you do not take a stand and go the other way.
Yes. Common sense, baby.
Yeah, common sense. Yeah, it's just that. So, and God is on our side. So, all right, we good. Okay.
All right, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No males in female sports. No.
No.
Never. Never.